This is going to be my 6th year straight. So I've won 3 out of the 5 championships there. one of those small time achievements, but it was still a fun time. So we all go
That's bragging rights, man. It's bragging rights there.
So we go down there, and everyone's like, I want to be on your team. I was like, I don't know if I can draft you and stuff. And it's like, have you gotten any better? And these are guys from, 65 years old, and there's 55-year-olds playing the Pan American games. And then there's young 26-year-olds that aren't strong enough, but they're still active, and WNBA players that played over in Europe and females. And it's such a good time. We're signing autographs. We go down and see what's his name? Lloyd, Coach Lloyd.
Oh, Tommy Lloyd.
Tommy Lloyd, yes. And we get into the locker room, and we get a bag of gear and all that type of stuff. So it's always a magical time going down there.
That's really cool to maintain the connection. Yeah, that's the roster of guys that have come through to play in the NBA and make like major household names is obviously really, really long. You mentioned a couple with like Steve Kerr and Sean Elliott.
Kenny Lofton. Jason Terry's come in through, Donnell Harris, A.J. Bramlett, Gene Edgerson. There's a couple Muhammad guys and they really want the Lute Olson era guys, but Tommy Lloyd's doing a great job of really connecting these older guys with the new and up and coming. So we actually go in the locker room and talk to the players for about an hour and just saying, hey, even if you guys are done, or some of you may go to the NBA, some may go to Europe, there's certain connections that people have. Feel free to reach out to us and connect, and we're all here for you. And we shake hands with them, and Love. I think is it Derek? What's his first name? Love. He's probably going to come back one more year for Arizona. Right. He's a talented player, so we all get to see these guys. And Bronny will be there probably in August, so we'll get to meet all these old these new and up and coming players.
Yeah, that's a cool concept to really carry forward in life. And you got some guys that are from like the next generation that are playing right now. Obviously, like DeAndre Ayton and T.J. McConnell.
We try to get some of those guys back. Since
Lauri Markkanen. I was going through the roster, like you don't really realize like how quickly it adds up. I mean, just in the Fresno State area, even with Tarkanian all the way through UNLV days, like the same thing. There's a bond created when you play for the same coach. That's interesting when you listen to guys talking about it. That's really cool on your part. But you guys have something, that trumps everyone in your roster. I mean, you guys won a title, and
I have any memorabilia here. I have it over on the other side. I have like my rings and the tickets and all those things that we put into a little shadow box. It's pretty cool.
That like I can think of some of the crazy cool stories.
Go show it to here. Let me go do this. Turn the lights on. There we go. I don't know if you can see it all that well.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how close that is. Where are we at here? There we go. Yeah, you got the tickets. We got the part of the net, the hat sign, the DVD of the game, and then there's like all the buttons you get, and then there's like the ring. There's some of the pins down on the bottom. Chop the magazines, another hat sign. So we have a little 1997 Top Cats, a little clock that doesn't work anymore. So have a whole bunch of cool memorabilia.
See, that's epic, and they talk about as a coach, you talk about it. I heard it as a coach, like one thing they can never take away is championships, right? Like that's the thing that can never go. So. First off, you get to Arizona. Your team was loaded with guys. You mentioned a few, right? So
actually, we weren't loaded with guys. We were the youngest team. We didn't have any seniors, so we
only had youngsters. But they became names,
Mike Bibby,
right?
Jason Terry was a sophomore. Dickerson, me, and Miles were juniors, and we had no seniors. So it was such a good fit for Arizona, and that was one of the reasons I chose. We're like, we want you here, but there's more than this. We need you here. We just lost Corey Williams, Ben Davis, Joseph Blair, Damon Stoudemire, Reggie Gary. We lost all these, Kelvin Eaton. We lost all these key players, and we need someone that knows that can come in and just jump right in. And I was like, man, y'all are choosing me. This is kind of an honor. Thank you. So we get in there, and it's 116 degrees, and we're figuring out the campus, and we show up to practice. But honestly, we had no knuckleheads. We had, sometimes you can kind of recruit some people, and they just come in thinking they're the hot shit, and they're just kind of ruining it. I'm sure with Tarkanian, you got some live wires and people. He's like, I don't know what this dude's going to be getting into at nighttime with girls or just the people he brings around. Yeah, we all had amazing family support, and we also had amazing I don't think I ever missed a class. I showed up to class every day. They stopped checking on me because they knew I was going to be in class every single day. Doesn't mean I learned anything, but it means that I showed up to class and we were responsible and we were there for a reason.